be my baby tonight. Be my baby tonight. You could be my only star.
We're never starting the episode. We're
never. It's just also one of my favorite titles is Boom Boom Japan.
Boom Boom Japan.
Dude, shout out to Boom Boom.
We don't talk about the 1940s.
Oh no! God,
that's it.
Please cut that.
We can't do it. We're not. We might cut it.
No.
We might not though.
No,
guys! It is the year 1999. We are so edgy. This is the new tone that the podcast is coming in this season. It's that so edgy.
Beat up the rising sun. Welcome, race fans, to the brand new season of the Funky Anime Podcast. I'm your host and narrator, Pino. In this corner, we have the racer driving the four-wheel tricycle. You know him. He's the tallest. He's Chuck.
I drive a four-wheel tricycle. It's actually not a tricycle. It's a quadcycle. So, because tri means three.
Anyways, you're done.
Okay.
And his opponent, the guy driving just a unicycle, well, that's Garb.
I don't need to tape a tricycle to my unicycle. I just ride the uni, baby.
This race is gonna rock. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Funky Anime Podcast. And it's a special one. We're kicking off season 5 with a bang. We're here, guys. We're finally here.
Did you remember me?
No, could you save me?
Remember me.
If you're wondering why we're all in our racing attire, well, we this week, as you guys know, we decided to go ahead and watch Initial D, first stage or stage 1. I call it first stage, and it's gonna be a fun one. I can tell you that right now. But, if you're a first-time listener, or if you've been here for a long time and you haven't already, feel free to follow us on Twitter at A-Weebros. And if you want more content to listen to, you can find us on all the streaming places. You can hear us on YouTube. You can watch us on Spotify. You can read us on anywhere else. I don't know where else we're at, but those are the main ones I listen to ourselves at. And if you want to consider supporting us, feel free to sub to our Patreon at patreon.com/3A-Weebros.
Give me love.
Remember, don't forget, joining the Patreon gives you access to our Discord, where we talk about a good plethora of things, and at the same time, none other things, like gaming, manga, anime, things we're watching, things we're doing on our off time. And sometimes we'll go ahead and stream exclusive stuff for you there. Sometimes we'll have cool little stuff, and that's where we have our fun little quizzes from time to time, where we just find a random one and go ahead and do them. Can't believe I got the short end of the stick. Those of you in the Patreon probably already know what that means.
Don't you normally do?
You're out of here.
Guys, by the way, would like to thank Cream Puff, Mega Lazy Dude, Anime of the Week, Axel, Krim, Cosmos, and Greta. That's everyone, not just the people who pay a lot of money. Just because it's the first of the season, and Pino was gonna forget.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you. You made that so smooth, and then you had to tell them I forgot.
Well, because you did. Yeah. I heard it in your voice.
Yeah.
And when I say heard it in your voice, you didn't say them, so I didn't hear it in your voice.
It's true. That's very true. Absolutely true. So I guess let me dive right into just a little bit intro stuff. I chose Initial D first stage just because a couple reasons. One, it's pretty early on in the 90s, as our theme goes for season 5. Anything pre-2000s is game. And I've watched everything up to the penultimate stage, mostly because I'm too lazy to watch and don't want to finish the series because I like the series too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was recommended this by one of my friends ages ago, and it's only now that I'm just like, you know what? I'm not going to finish it. But I will. Don't worry. It'll be soon.
How long ago did you first watch it?
I started maybe it was in college, so 2015-ish.
Okay.
So I watched stage 1, and I was like, let me take a break. Following year, stage 2. Took 2 years of a break, watched stage 3 and 4. And then only this year I finished the penultimate one, and I'm just waiting to watch the last 4 or 5 episodes on the final stage. So it's been a wild ride, pun intended.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
But before we get started, guys, it's been quite some time. How are you guys doing?
Not too bad. This anime season is kind of packed.
Oh yeah, what are you watching?
Chainsaw Man.
Ah, yes.
And,
I've heard many things. Am I ready to bark yet?
I think you may be. We've also got new Mob. Second Pop Team Epic.
Oh, I've been watching that, unfortunately. As you know, I gave it a 3, so I hate it.
I was not ready for Nanachi to show up.
Right? That was out of the blue. I wasn't expecting the Chocobo to show up.
Yeah, I had to double check. Well, I had known about the Chocobo ahead of time. It still caught me off guard, but yeah, was not ready for that. Yeah. But it's a good time.
All right. I've been watching Spy X Family myself. Still keeping up with One Piece, of course. I'm watching Blue Lock, the one soccer one, which makes me feel like my voice is being heard, but at the same time, not exactly. But yeah, I've also been catching up on some old anime, so that's good. I've been clearing that list slowly but surely.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chuck?
Have you, Pino? Have you really?
Hello?
Hello?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Now we
There
can.
you
Am I dead? I'm here.
Yeah. What about you? You been consuming the anime? Have you been consuming the doob?
Watched some Chainsaw Man. Need to watch the new episode. Mob Psycho. Need to watch the new episode. Well, I guess I finished How I Met Your Mother.
How did you meet her?
Since the I didn't meet anyone.
Oh.
What else? There was something else that we watched.
Yeah, the
But I
show
can't
with
remember.
that guy, you know.
doing the thing.
Where I'm
Yeah.
almost done with rewatching Futurama for like the 100th time. So
With your bottle of Shasta and your All Rush
Yeah.
mixtape.
that mixtape. Let's rock. It's a banger. Yeah, I've been reading manga. Obviously, I only read manga.
He too
Yeah,
is very good at reading.
I'm very spoiled right now. I've got the Chainsaw Man Part 2 manga I've been keeping up with, and we've got the anime for the first part. So,
True.
eating good.
100%. 100%.
Guys, I'm sorry. At some point in my life, I decided to read that one manga about a certain area of the man's body
The dick turning into a woman.
Yes, it's hilarious. I'm not sure why I started reading it, but it made me
I think
laugh.
the Patreon it has mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah. So
I feel like you should be put on a government watch list for that.
That's what I've been told. But other than that, I mean, we're trekking along. I just found out World Trigger has a Spanish dub that I can't wait to find somewhere on the high seas. I mean, somewhere. And gaming wise, I got a PS5, so now I can play the
Congrats.
PS5 games. And
The
by
whole
PS5,
2 games.
All 4 of them.
all 4 of them, especially Returnal 4 times again. But yeah, before we actually get started, I have something in my possession, and I'll take a picture of it and put it in the Patreon. But a couple weeks ago, a couple friends of mine, very good people, had dinner with them, and we were having such a great time. And then they up and ruined it by giving me a certain candy, and I typically love candy, as you know, but this particular piece of candy has a certain face to it. It has the face of one of the main characters of everybody's controversial Pino take movie, Grave of the Fireflies. It seems like it's authentic Grave of the Fireflies candy. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in
the hard candy.
It's the hard candy, and it's
a great.
I don't know
it's a
why
great
they would do
movie.
this, because
Of all the
Because
Ghibli films.
yeah,
Because it's a great film.
I
Yeah,
wanna
but
have-
it's not a great candy film.
yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I don't
so
want
what
to taste that
Sad?
film.
Yeah.
I want
I
to
want to
taste.
taste. I want to taste that feeling. I want to know how that feeling tastes.
Just lick some flea dirt.
So
I don't have flea dirt.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
all
finally
the fleas
open
are
it.
dead.
I'm gonna finally open it and eat one right now. Just
live on camera.
not on camera because this is a podcast.
Please, I need to know, like, what the fuck is this? Please
It's a
describe.
hard candy. It's a hard fruit candy.
But what is it shaped like?
Now the thing is, I don't know how to open this damn thing, so it's gonna take a
firefly?
while.
There should be a little hole on the top.
There is a hole on the top. Do I push in or push out?
Yeah, push in.
Push
you
in?
can't push out.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't
like
push in. I'm not that strong.
Well, maybe you need to be stronger.
It's gonna take me a
Technical
while.
difficulties.
No nonsense. I'll just take my knife.
Oh God.
Why didn't you start with the
Gonna
knife?
stab himself.
You know, I just thought this was gonna work out much differently in my head. I was like, it's
It's okay.
Anyways,
this is all just
You couldn't
bonus.
all
pre-open it. You
bonus.
couldn't do anything like that.
I don't know. It's just like the picture of the girl holding the candy. I'm wondering how I get the candy off of this thing. I've broken the seal.
Oh, that's right. She ate the candy.
Yeah.
Yes,
that
that's
candy.
Oh
That's
my fucking yes!
Garb.
It's like, what are you
Yes,
talking about?
That's that candy.
I have
That's
repressed.
the whole reason.
I've repressed most of that show.
Oh
That
my
film.
God,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
have
a
to-
show.
I'm gonna have
It's
to
a
Google
movie.
this thing.
It's a film.
Well, you can't push in, obviously, because the lid is too big. But I have budged it, so give me like 2 seconds.
There's no way that this is all gonna be in the episode.
Absolutely
This is the
is.
worst. This is the worst thing. This is the quintessential Pino show.
No, it's okay. This is
seriously-
just
No,
bonus.
it's completely fine. I'm gonna use this this weird looking thing to peel it off. Ready? Almost there.
I'm just glad that we have a description of what's happening, so that we can
It's awful.
you can
It's
picture
the
it
worst.
in your mind's
Pino,
eye.
you need to hold it. Pino, you need to hold it up to the mic
Have to hold it up to the mic.
and really
Can you
stab
shake it a little bit?
Yeah, give us some ASMR.
Shake it real good.
Do 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 do. You know what? I give up. Thanks
you're
for
gonna
joining
shake
the
it?
podcast.
Are you going to
everybody.
shake it? Are you going to shake it at least?
I've been shaking it.
I
can't-
think Discord's
your
noise
noise
cancellation.
limiter.
Oh.
yeah.
Whatever. I'll hear it in the edit. It's fine. We
You'll
both
hate
listen
me.
to
He's
it.
gonna send me a DM saying, "Why did you shake that vigorously?"
I'm gonna.
Maybe
say
by the
something
end
not
of the
nice.
episode, Pino will have it open.
Yeah.
No,
probably.
it will not. I doubt it. I doubt. Take your bets now. He's not gonna open.
We're
it.
gonna be in the middle of Best Grill, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, I got it open."
How did you open this in the movie? God damn. No wonder she's starved.
It's child-proof.
They ate them all. No, the whole thing was that she finished the last one at the end, and then they both died.
No. Oh, I just
Yes.
resealed it. That sucks.
How did you wait?
You made negative progress.
No,
Yeah, how
I
does that
I
happen?
made progress and then I pushed it back in.
Yeah.
What are you
so
doing?
Nick.
Oh my god.
Can we talk
This
about
is a
something
nightmare.
happy now?
Can we talk about
Hit my
initial D,
nuts.
please?
Anyways,
What?
we can start the episode right now. I'm fine. I'll try it later.
The episode's been started, Pino. What are you talking about? What's happening?
Oh, I love.
It's a
I
Pino
revel.
episode.
I
You clown? What the hell?
Yes.
love the chaos.
All right, you guys ready? I'm gonna start to be smart about the show. Ready?
That's a
Oh?
lie.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
first.
start. Show history. It's a Pino first. All right. Written and illustrated by Shuichi Shigeno. Series started in 1995 through, and it actually only ended at 2013. So this is including everything.
Whoa.
Of Initial D. So it's pretty long running. It was serialized in Weekly Young magazine Kodansha. Sorry. Obviously, this is very popular in Japan, so it's had anime adaptation, games, live action movie that's actually still on Netflix. I've been hankering to watch it, but I've heard it's actually pretty bad. But, I'll give
It
it
might
a go
still be
one day.
fun.
Might be fun for a little one-off. It also has a sequel, believe it or not. It's called MF Ghost. It's a sequel series by the same
MF
author.
Doom.
And it's
Motherfucking-
yeah, it's got everybody back in it, and it's actually getting an anime adaptation in a couple of years, I believe. So we're
Are
gonna
they
see
like
more.
older?
It's actually so the premise is that there's this new guy in town who was actually trained by Takumi Fujiwara back in Britain, and I won't say it anymore because I don't want to spoil things.
Britain.
King of the Britons. But yeah, He comes back to Japan, in which there are now more electric cars than your standard manual stuff. So it's your same kind of racing scene, except it seems like it's old versus new. I haven't looked into it too much, but I can't wait to see the anime when it comes out.
Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that one.
Absolutely. So let's talk about our first experiences. I mean, I already told you guys I've been told about this series forever ago, but what were your guys' first impressions? Did you know about this?
I think everyone has heard Running in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you can exist on the internet without being exposed to that at some point in time.
Absolutely.
So I had heard a couple of the songs. I could recognize the 8-6 if you showed it to me, but I had never seen it. Didn't read the manga. This is my first honest go at Initial D.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty fair. How about you, Chuck?
I watched some of Initial D way back in the day, and then I just kind of dropped it. I don't know why. I drop a lot of shit.
You better pick it up. It's on the ground.
Stop making jokes. Shut up.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's open. Time to eat one.
I told you. Let Chuck finish.
Go ahead and finish, Chuck. Go ahead.
No, I'm not finishing.
I don't know what flavor I picked up. It's
candy.
White. It's got I'll take a
Does
picture
it
of
have
it in my
pictures? Doesn't have pictures on the freaking box itself?
Is it just shaped like?
But they're not
fruit?
gonna have a whole ass grape inside the box.
No, but like the color, you can glean.
This color is
it
white.
like a lemon.
Maybe this is apple. Maybe this is it's probably pineapple.
It's gonna be lemon.
It's probably pineapple.
It's probably lemon.
Lemon.
Dude.
It's a pineapple.
It's
I'll take
gonna
another
hate
picture in the Initial D chat. Maybe I'll
just fucking eat it.
Maybe I'll put on flash. Hold up, real quick.
Oh my fucking god!
It looks.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
To be honest, it kind of looks like phlegm.
That's not assuring.
Take a look. Take a look at that. That looks like.
Oh,
phlegm.
it does. Oh.
So I'm gonna put it in my mouth.
It's hard candy.
It's just
it's
an
hard
egg.
candy. It's gonna.
You know what? I understand why the child liked this candy.
Okay, that's good.
It's pretty good.
All right.
This is the lemon one. It seems like it.
We told
you. It feels
you.
very lemon.
See, I told you. Jesus Christ.
There's a picture of a lemon on the box, not a fucking pineapple.
There's a pineapple on the box. What are you talking about?
No, where? Where pineapple?
I'm taking another picture. It's on the other side.
Oh, well, then we had incomplete information.
Yeah.
And it's your fault.
Which is pretty good. Better than a movie.
I don't know if that's true.
It'll leave a better taste in your mouth.
This is awesome. What the hell? This is such a smart idea. This is the only way I'm praising this movie. This candy is great, actually. I'm sorry. All right, I'm done laughing.
Yeah?
You were saying, Chuck, I don't know if you finished.
I didn't.
All right.
I truly did not finish.
Go ahead. Let me know your first impressions, bud.
I watched it partially before I dropped it, and I've listened to all the music. Like, all of it.
I believe you. You were telling us in the Patreon that you just had like a whole entire playlist of it.
I had like over 100 songs saved on my iPod at one point back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Awesome. Very cool.
That's it. That's all I have. You know, I know it was a great wait for it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm glad we all finally got to watch it, but let's go ahead and maybe jump into that presentation. You guys ready?
It's gonna be fun.
I first want to talk about the worst thing about the first thing that stands out to me is the character designs and how they look. They're stupid. They're kind of silly.
Their fucking faces are so silly.
They're very silly. And the thing is, I feel like they were trying to mimic the style of the silent look of the manga, but it just feels kind of, I don't know, it feels kind of goofy to me.
It's deaf goof.
Mm-hmm.
But it is distinct.
Well, yeah.
Which has its merits, I guess.
Absolutely. Now, when I first watched it, I hated that. I hated everything about how they look. Watching it again,
I mean, they do look like shit.
Yeah, they look terrible, but I love it now. Oh my god.
I don't know. The manga looks good. If you haven't actually looked at the like the drawings of like the racing, it goes so hard.
Absolutely.
I'm mostly talking to Garb.
Yeah, I was trying to find it just on the apps I have readily available, but I didn't see anything. But I'm definitely going to take a peek at it.
You could just look up Initial D manga.
Yeah, put on images.
But
It looks great.
Either
By the way, anyway, I think it looks so silly. I love all the times when it's like he's driving in the car and the camera just shakes a little bit and it sits there for 15 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very
So
funny.
good.
I like the part where they, near the end, where they just fucking stretch everything.
Oh, yeah. And they're like, oh, I'm going to lose this race.
Mm-hmm. Now,
That's it.
the next thing about presentation, let's talk about that those cars, guys.
Oh, man.
I love cars. I love the 3D.
There's a heavy use of 3D.
The 3D.
It's you know what? It's actually not as bad as I remember, but it could be pretty bad sometimes. Not gonna lie.
Something funny to me is that the episode in the rain suddenly, I don't know if it was just the reflections that make it look so much better, but it was like I was watching a whole different show on the rainy episode. For some reason, it just looked so fucking good. And then the next episode where it wasn't raining, I was like, oh, that's right. This is the same show. Carry on.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the key to this was that the fact that one, that it was raining and that all the races primarily took place at night helped it like kind of disguise how not as polished, but like how it made it look better than it really was.
Yeah. I mean, there is a certain skill to that. There's an artistry.
Absolutely. Now,
I just think it's funny.
Those moments were still hype AF, not gonna lie. Like,
oh, absolutely.
They just managed to combine it so well together, especially with the race, with the how it looked, but as well as the soundtrack.
Oh yeah,
all the car races, either you had the Eurobeat tracks or you had something similar to it coming from the OST, which wasn't too bad. I mean, the OST itself, some tracks were very, very 90 reminiscent, and just I think they all fit very well for the type of tones that they were setting, depending on the
oh yeah,
depending on the scenes.
Like truly, it's one of those things where the soundtrack is so integral to like the anime adaptation that it has become part of the identity of Initial D, you know?
Yeah.
Like
without a doubt.
Like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the endings are so integral to the experience of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure as a whole now that like it has been adopted as, even though, you know, said manga was created 20 years ago, it is now like, you know, you need to have, you know, either in JoJo's case, like the older songs for the endings, or for Initial D, you gotta have the Eurobeat. If there's no Eurobeat, it's not Initial D, you know?
Yeah. And no Eurobeat, it's not Initial D.
It's true.
I will just
Chuck,
point... Oh, go ahead.
I have a quick question for you. Who the fuck says
I might not
integral?
Oh, you didn't have to. I was going to ignore that.
Integral?
There
it doesn't
you go.
matter. Oh no, it's the same thing.
It's all right.
You're not gonna get under my feathers for that.
I
Dude.
never heard someone say it like that before. The first time you did it, I was like, I'm gonna let that first one slide. The second one, what the fuck?
Shame on you.
It's integral.
It's all right. I've mispronounced words before. Heck, I mispronounce words now.
It's true.
Yeah,
I'm sure
true.
I will. I'll do it on purpose. I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. All right. So let's talk about that voice acting. I know most of us watched it dubbed, but did you guys ever switch to the sub?
I watched the first 3 or 5 episodes subbed, and then I switched over to the dub.
Gotcha. How'd you like the sub? I heard you recognized a certain voice.
There was Dio, which I will. I mean, that dude is already in everything, so that's not that much of a surprise. Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the actual voice actor's name.
Oh, for Dio, who was he was Ryosuke Takahashi, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
His name is Mr. Dio.
No, it's Koyasu Takehito.
Yeah, that's him.
Absolutely.
I mean, he's in everything. He also voiced like Bobobo in the sub. He's Dio,
Absolutely.
obviously. And yeah, I was surprised. Everyone, it's not that they were just emotive, but I don't know. I thought it was a really good sub. And
The sub is good.
Yeah,
if
absolutely.
Pino didn't say that the sub or that the dub was so good, I might not have switched over.
Dude, dub is so good. But before we jump into the dub, I just want to point out Ikatani, is the Japanese voice actor is Frankie from One Piece. So if you thought it was Frankie, you're correct. It was Frankie. Super. Like, his voice is easily identifiable, I think. It's one of the easy ones.
Pino, you're easily identifiable.
Oh, that's so sweet. Question mark?
Negative, derogatory.
Wow. Can't believe it. But
Why can't you believe it?
I just can't. Well, I know I can believe it. That's a lie.
Believe it!
Information. Da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-da.
Yeah, that's the one.
Wakaranai. Anyways, talking about the dub, this was one of the early Funimation dubs, back when Funimation was a thing. Remember that, guys? Not me. But yeah, we have a whole lot of classic people. I mean, Takumi Fujiwara is our good old Joel McDonald. Done a lot
He
of
had a
things.
farm.
Yeah, E-I-E-I-O. He's a silly man. You caught me off guard with that one. I can't recuperate. What am I doing? I can't believe this. No, but we have him. He was Meow, obviously, from Space Dandy. We have I've got Tob Habercorn. I think I said that wrong. Habercorn, Habanero. The guy who played the other Takahashi.
All I'm saying is that if you have ever watched Baka 2 Test, it's all the same people.
Everyone's
That's
here.
it. Everyone is here. I mean, that's true. That's truly it.
Mhm.
You know.
And they're solid in their roles. So
I mean, yeah, no, I really didn't have any complaints. I thought some of them were funny because I knew them, and I was like, oh yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I'm glad that I started out with the sub because I got a good comparison of them, and yeah, they, especially for this being an early Funimation dub, they did a really good job casting.
definitely.
I was impressed, and I didn't know that this was a Funimation dub at first. The moment I heard someone talk, yep, that's Trunks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old Trunks. That's also Ikatani, which is funny. Oh, man. But yeah, solid roles all around. So presentation, overall, very solid, with some pet peeves in there. But it's not anything that you'll be like offended about unless you don't like ugly,
I mean, some of the mouths are kind of fucked.
Yeah.
Some of the mouths, especially on fucking what's that dipshit name?
the fucking guy.
On Ikatan. No, the Itsuki. Itsuki, the friend.
Itsuki.
Yeah.
Hate Itsuki. He's
Dude,
the worst.
I love when they're making
so
fun of
mean.
Itsuki. I love when they're making fun of Itsuki and then their boss laughs and he's got a weird like little duck face.
I mean, it's true though. He deserves to be made fun of.
It's true. I mean, yeah. True.
He's a bum.
Good times.
He's the self-proclaimed lonely driver. Like, how is that not
Lonely
just...
love.
Yeah. You know what isn't lonely? These OPs and EDs. They come in pairs. We got 2 OPs, 2 EDs. You guys ready to talk about them?
Oh,
I'm always ready to talk.
oh, am I ready?
Oh boy. First one is Around the World by Move, M-O-V-E. And oh boy, isn't this something?
It's so stanky.
Go
it's
ahead.
So
Take it away,
stanky,
my
dude.
friend. Preach
It's
it.
so... I'm just out of every show to start off this special season of watching only old shows, there's not a more stank way to start it. Like, truly, the first opening is just so cheesy. The 3D looks like it was pulled out of like an early PS2, late PS1 game.
Agreed.
It's the music's so silly, and then the the characters sliding into frame.
God.
With like real racing in the background. Well, not real racing, but like the 3D in the background is so funny to me. I just think it's very silly. And then they do like some like real world footage as well
Mm-hmm.
in there at points, and I'm like, that's good. I like that.
It's kind of crazy how it works, though.
It's a banger.
Yeah.
It's a banger.
Around the world, dude. You're gonna catch us just screaming information like randomly.
It's true.
I'm vibing right now. You can't see it, but I'm vibing hard.
I can see him. Look at him.
Around the World by Move.
He's the funky beat. Yeah.
Dude, that rap part at the end, though, it's very clean. Oh, my goodness.
Good.
So clean.
It goes so hard.
This ran for most of the actual anime. I believe it ended around episode 18 or 19 that they played the first opening, which is good because we like this one. We absolutely like this one. Before we talk about OP2, let's talk about ED1, Rage Your Dream, also by Move. Quite literally just a music video at the end of the anime, which I love. It's so funny.
Once again, very funny.
Yes.
Very funny.
Very, very apparent to its time. It's awesome. I don't know. It's
Oh, yeah.
it's so good.
It is so very late 90s. It's incredible.
Man, I'm glad that they
Just-
got the same guys though.
Well, yeah.
They did there's a
I mean-
whole just full album of
Yeah.
Move. And it goes hard. I mean, it's just all the songs you already know.
Mm-hmm.
And I do actually have some trivia
Oh, trivia.
boy.
about Move. The woman vocalist, I believe that's Akayuri.
Mm-hmm.
Her voice was actually used for the Vocaloid Lily.
Oh, who's that?
Fun fact: the blonde Vocaloid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Let's go.
So-
Well, there's several blonde Vocaloids.
that's true.
Well, her name's Lily.
my.
Idiot.
Yeah, idiot. She's
I'm
been around
sorry.
a while too. So yeah, pretty crazy.
Lily's cool though.
Yeah,
Just
but
it's got such a stank, but it's a good stank. Ah,
I'm telling you, it's a very pleasant stank.
it's like it could be considered an acquired taste, but it just tastes good. That's just it. It tastes
yeah.
good.
if this isn't to
I
your
can't
taste,
really
then
say-
your taste is wrong.
I can't say anything. The song still hits. I'm listening to it right now.
It's great.
Dude, I'm gonna rage my dream right now.
You
Oh
do
my
it. You rage that
I'm
dream.
raging my dream. You know what? You know what's gonna make me rage? Everyone's opinions on opening 2. Break in
Opening
to
2
the night.
is worse.
Still by Move.
Simple.
I think it's pretty good.
It's not as good.
How do you not like the little horns at the beginning? Beep, 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 beep.
I do like the horns, and the animation is cleaner. I like how you get to see Takumi take like a couple of full turns, and it sits on like all the cars for a lot longer. I think, once again, this looks like this is the intro cutscene to a PS2 game or a PS1 game. Like,
Yeah.
truly, this is a FMV shit that they would show at the start of your initial D game. It's
Yeah.
great. I think it's so fun,
Damn.
but
You left it
the song
idle
just
on the
isn't
title
as
screen.
good. The song just isn't quite as stanky as I want it to
Oh.
be.
Have you guys heard the remixes?
I mean,
I don't
most
think
likely.
So they on Spotify, they don't actually have the original versions. They have the remixes on there, and I think they go. I think they hit harder for some reason. These have their stank, but they hit harder. I'll get you a couple links, Garb,
Yeah, later.
but later, of course.
Oh yes.
But it's
I don't want you opening another can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, whole new can of worms.
Whole new worm of cans.
I still like this opening. I mean, it's just enough stank for me to just say, hey, you're good. You're very good.
Yeah, I like it, but I don't know. That first one just goes so hard. It's so iconic.
Yeah.
It's really hard to follow that up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as good.
I agree. You guys ready for ED2? Guess so.
Yeah.
ED2 is Kiseki no Hana, Flower of Miracles. And that is, I have the name here, but my phone just decided to turn off its screen just now.
You're not allowed to see
By
your
Gala.
screen anymore.
And this one is also just another music video with.
I love it.
It's also just real people spliced in with the car driving, and it's awesome.
I love it. It's a great song. I knew about the song before Initial D. It's just a good song. I just really enjoy it, and so to hear, because I heard it during like my watch, and I was like, "Holy shit, I know this song."
Oh, that's
It goes
cool.
so hard. Yeah, so I love it. I love how this song sounds. Also, it's funny though, the upload that we have on what we use is different than what the Crunchyroll one is. The Crunchyroll one shows a like a concert with them.
Oh wow!
Instead of the music.
No wonder
video,
this looks so weird. Oh my
Yeah.
god! I was Pavlov dog. No, what is it called? Mandela affected.
effect?
Yes. Oh my god! I could have sworn it was a.
Yeah, no.
That's crazy.
I would
No,
like to
it's-
point
yeah.
out that this is a good time to mention this because in this second ending, the front of the car is Turno.
Well, they didn't have the license for
Fucking
it.
spelled it. No, but they spelled it right in the first opening.
They did.
In the first opening, it's spelled
But I don't.
Trueno.
I don't think they legitimately.
Okay, but they've
had
spelled
the
it wrong.
License.
They've spelled it three
Well,
different ways.
maybe you should give the Japanese a break.
It's
huh?
just really fucking funny.
But the thing
because
is, why do they
spelled
have
it
two of
wrong.
them wrong?
Yeah, why do they have two? Why did they
'cause
remodel the
it's-
car all these times?
It's because they got caught.
They caught lacking. Ooh. Oh no, November. I'm just kidding.
What?
Huh? It's not November yet? Oh, I can't believe it.
No. You got 6 hours, Pino. Come on.
I've been a nut to these openings. Anyways, yeah, those are the openings and endings. Very stanky, very good. They get our seal of approval as certified stank. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Certified stank. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite part, the plot synopsis. I've devised a new way to try and streamline this. Can't believe it. They're snoring already.
Me.
No, I promise it'll be quicker.
They get in car and go fast.
They go fast. He beat 1, he beat 2, he beat 3, he beat 4. Yeah. Anyways, let's go. Plot synopsis. So I'm gonna kind of split them up, sort of. They're all gonna have a title, and then I'll just tell you what happens. Ready?
Okay.
All right. Takumi versus Keisuke Takahashi, the before and after. We got our introduction to the main cast. We got Takumi, being uninterested in racing, as the young kids do. He and his friend are invited to check out the Akina Speed Stars, group of racers who race on Mount Akina at night. And this is all illegal, by the way. Ooh.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Can't
Please
be doing
follow the rules and drive safely.
Yes, please. Please don't try any of this on the road or at home.
No, you should try it on the road.
Okay. Then we're going to be called the Appalachian Riders. That's what we're going to be called. We're going to ride on the Appalachian pollution. Regardless, while they're up there, they get wind of a mythical Toyota AE86. Their boss Yuichi, the gas owner, tells them all about it. But the weird thing is that he also mentions that it's owned by a local tofu shop. So kind of sus for the crew there. While they're up on the mountain, they get challenged by a rival car group gang. I don't know what they're called. Group of racers. And they are the Red Suns, led by Ryosuke and Keisuke Takahashi. The Takahashi brothers, the hottest thing in all of the Kanto region. They're rich boys. They got everything. I think one of them was supposed to be like a doctor or something. I don't remember, but he's a racer instead. Well, they challenge him. They're like, hey, you know what? Next Saturday, how about we all meet back here? We'll have a little race. Cool. While they're practicing, Keisuke gets dusted, and I mean dusted.
He gets smoked, bro.
Yeah, he gets dusted, mollywopped by a mysterious tofu delivery driver while performing an inertia drift across the hairpin turn. That scene is so memorable to me, and it's so memeable. It's so great. I love it. Oh, my goodness. But anyways, he gets dusted unofficially the first time. He's upset. They want revenge. So they're like, you know what? We're going to have a race on Saturday anyways. Let's just go ahead and say we want to race that 8-6. We want revenge. So Ikutani, the head of the Akina Speed Stars, he's like, let me do some digging. They said the tofu shop. Let me swing by. Let me find out more about this guy. So after locating this tofu shop, He meets Mr. Bunta Fujiwara, and he begs this man to teach him and or race in this battle. Obviously, Bunta, the base character he is, says, "No way, kid, do it yourself." Into which Ikutani then tries again and again. Unfortunately, Ikutani was so pressed to either improve or get him to, get the tofu owner to drive in the race, gets into a bit of an accident, he can't race. Shows up to Bunta. He's like, he said, "Look what you made me do, Bunta." And Bunta's like, "I didn't do that, but I'll maybe I'll show up. Maybe I'll go, But instead of him going, he sends his son Takumi. Everybody is completely shocked because Takumi is an airhead. This man is just lost in the sea of thought that is an adolescent child who does not want to drive at night for tofu. Either way, Takumi gets in the car, his eyes change, and this man just dusts Keisuke a second time. We all have a happy ending. Hooray, hooray.
Hooray.
Next. Of course, that doesn't end there. When you beat somebody, you instantly become a legend. So now there is now a new legend of the 8-6, and the Miyogi Night Kids don't agree with this. They want to go ahead and challenge this 8-6. So now we get Takumi versus Takeshi Nakazato. Word spreads how the Red Suns lost. Leader of the Night Kids, which is a funny name, challenged Takumi. Takumi still doesn't like racing. This boy says, "No, I'm not going to accept." Unfortunately, his friend makes him accept unwillingly. Because you can't turn down a race. I mean, am I right, guys?
You could never turn.
You can't turn down a race.
Never.
Absolutely not.
If I issued Garb, if I said, "Garb, you and me are racing," you can't say no.
I'm already there.
I can't believe it. I'm not there.
That's how fast I am.
Wow.
I can't believe
I've
it.
lost. I've lost. This can't be happening. Anyways. Takumi then says, "You know what? Fine. Only because you're my friend." Despite him he should have abandoned his friend.
For sure.
Itsuki has a big ass mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, they go ahead and race.
Bum.
Yeah, he's a bum. Takumi then goes ahead and accepts the challenge. They race. Lo and behold, Takumi goes ahead and beats the leader of the Night Kids, Takeshi Nakazato. Or I'm going to call him Nakazato because it's too long of a word. He's completely upset, obviously, because he was also bested by Ryosuke Takahashi, but now he was bested by some unknown kid driving a really underpowered car. Now, that word spreads to his underlings, and now we get the race between Takumi and Shingo Shoji of the Miyogi Night Kids, the number 2. And as all number 2s, they want to take number 1 spot. So he goes ahead and issues a different type of challenge to the 8-6. This time it's a gum tape death match. What is that?
A gum tape death match?
It means you chew bubble gum and you tape your butt to the chair. No. This type of race, you tape your arm to the steering wheel, kind of limiting how far you can turn on any of these curves and hairpins on the race. Of course, nobody would ever want to drive this dangerous type of race.
Anyway, he's gonna drive
it, but not before Shingo kind of beats. I wouldn't say beats up Itsuki, as more so kind of gets into an accident. And did I expect him to get hurt? Yes. Did I expect him to end up losing his girlfriend? Yes, I did as well. He doesn't deserve it. Itsuki doesn't deserve
anything. Not his
anything.
girlfriend.
But yeah, that upsets Takumi. Takumi's like, "Okay, you're hurting my friends.
I'm pissed.
I'm
pissed.
I'm angry. Man, I'm angry. I'm gonna do this gum tape death match."
I'm going Angie mode.
He's going sicko mode.
No.
So he accepts the challenge. Shingo does his dirty tricks in the race. Makes a funny face when he misses, and he gets into an accident, and Takumi wins the race. We see Shingo cry. We all laugh, and we point because I laughed. I always laugh anytime I saw that man cry.
I'm laughing. I'm going crazy.
But yeah, I feel like that particular race was pretty well done. There's a lot of good points there. After some time passes, Ikutani meets up with a girl who needs some help with her car. This particular girl is named Mako Sato, and she's secretly one of the best racers in her region. But Ikutani doesn't know that. He's also an idiot because he doesn't ask her for her number after she kind of insinuates that he likes her or she likes him. But
Just a big L.
yeah, big L.
Just a big
Big
L.
L for Ikutani, you know. You call him.
Ikutani keeps taking these L's.
You got to call him Likatani, dude, because he's got that L.
I'm just telling you that all these guys are bums.
Yeah, a lot of them are
Everyone,
bums.
anyone who's on the Akina Speedstars are all bums.
I mean, they got jobs at least.
Yeah.
They bum jobs.
Hey,
It's still a job.
still a job.
Yeah, but he's a bum though.
Yeah, but he's got a nice car.
It's no 86.
Yeah, but if it's got four wheels, it's a car.
I mean, you're right. You're so true.
Yeah, four wheels and an engine, it'd take you anywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mako Sato is actually from the Usai region, and the boys go ahead and take a visit there because you got to spy on your boy when he's on a date. I mean, that's the unwritten rule of anime.
So true for that. So true for that.
We've seen it time and time again. You gotta harass your homeboy and make him feel uncomfortable.
Pino, you got to tell me the next time you're on a date.
No, I don't think I will.
I'm gonna drive around and scare you.
No. I think it.
Yeah.
It's impossible. I'm too busy with work.
No, I'm too busy scaring.
Oh my. But anyways, everyone's still oblivious to the fact that Mako Sato is a really good driver until they decide to practice on the Usai region's little course there. Almost get into an accident again, take another L. And then Ikutani finds his girl sitting in the driver's seat, and he's like, "You lied to me. You're using me." Which in all fairness, she was kind of using him to race Takumi. But Mako did slightly develop some feelings for Ikutani. But Ikutani is once again the biggest L taker in this particular season.
Ikutani and fucking
Itsuki.
and truly, I say it, but it's not a joke. The Akina Speedstars are a bunch of bums.
Yeah. It's just so painful to watch this man. This man does mental gymnastics.
He keeps fumbling the bag so hard, it's messed up.
She hates me. She's thinking about somebody else. She's thinking about. I like this car. I want to race.
Yeah.
She
hates me. She hates me.
But the interesting about Mako Sato is that she's not the only racer in the car. She actually has her friend Sayuki essentially act as like the Siri or the navigator in her car, which I thought was pretty cool. Just having somebody tell you like, "Hey, there's dog poop over there. Don't want to drive over there. You don't want to lose speed," which is pretty helpful. I kind of like that.
Watch out! There's a banana peel ahead.
Yeah. Oh no! Slippity slap. Oh no! I'm in a crack. Anyways. They go ahead and race. Itsuki makes an inappropriate comment about girls not racing. We
gotta scooch over that. There was a lot of misogyny.
Yeah, the 90s was something.
I feel like we're gonna have to mention this in most of these
Absolutely.
shows.
What do you mean that the quote "women can't drive" didn't age well?
I mean, to some people, it aged very well because they still say it.
Some
Tragic.
Some quotes tragic. Never change. They should change though.
Some quotes never do.
Honestly, you should just say Maryland drivers can't drive.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
That's a bona fide fact. Maryland driver here, by the way.
Can't drive.
Can't drive.
Guys, did you know when he was driving home today, we were on a call and he actually flipped his car over?
Yeah, I was hydroplaning, dude.
It exploded.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I heard it all.
Kind of crazy I made it though, you know?
It was crazy that he kept going though in the exploded car.
Yeah, while I was shot in the air by the explosion, I hit my window and broke it and got in my seat and we just hit the record button. I'm bleeding.
And I wasn't ready for that inertial drifting.
Inertial drifting. Yeah, it's a parabola effect, kind of makes a little ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
Now the weird thing about this particular arc is that when Mako asks Ikutani to race Takumi. She's like, I'll give you anything, even my virginity. I had to pause my video and
No. She says, I'll even give you my virginity.
And he's like,
it is the single most uncomfortable. I was watching this part with my partner. It was the single most uncomfortable thing I've probably ever said.
I completely forgot that she said that.
I could even give you my virginity. And I'm like, what the hell is that? What the hell are you doing?
It was the strangest thing.
She could have just been like, I'll buy you dinner.
Yeah,
but no.
I'll go out with you.
I'll give you sloppy toffee under the table. It would have been better.
I'll take you to Quiznos. I don't know, dude.
Like, truly.
Other women will just feed you lie.
But I'll take you to Quiznos.
Yeah. Nightmare. But the thing is though, truly, you know what's the worst part? I could see Iketani bringing her to a Quiznos because he was like, yeah, that's right. That checks out.
Yeah.
I love this mental image. This is great.
Like, Iketani in his fucking car with her, and they just both have Quiznos subs.
You know, when I said I wanted to show you good time, I didn't think Quiznos was on the menu. That was just, it just threw me back. And then they had to make a callback to that again at the end, but oh my God.
It's so, yeah, but they also showed that clip like 3 different times.
Yeah,
it was fucked up.
I know. It was.
He's like, I gotta do it for her.
I mean, not because I want to be with her, but, you know, because she's a cool girl.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
90s, you crazy.
I do love him sitting outside of his car though.
Oh yeah.
It's so funny.
Before we get there, Iketani's like, I gotta ask.
I'm just remembering it. I'm so sorry. I'm just.
You idiot! You better drive there. Oh God.
Racers don't need girlfriends.
We'll get there.
Racers don't need girlfriends. They need Quiznos.
They need Quiznos.
Racers don't need.
Guys, put that on a shirt.
Put that on a shirt. That's actually gonna go on a shirt. That's gonna be our first piece of merch. I hope you understand. I'm gonna put it on like Redbubble. It's gonna be the worst thing imaginable. But
please. Anyways, Iketani very confused. You did have to post the gift, dude. Okay, I gotta scroll up. I can't look at it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
It's so funny.
Anyway, they play the ED, which is even worse.
I know it's. Anyway, sorry.
You're good. Iketani's like, man, I really like this girl. Let me see if Takumi will race her. Takumi, being the pure-hearted kid he is, he's like, I'll do it for my friends because you're a bum, but you're my friend.
It's true.
Races them, beats them in their own turf, despite them having 2 brains instead of the 1 brain cell in Takumi. Well, they all become friends, sort of, except maybe like Mako and Iketani, because they're kind of still on. They're kind of like on.
They're kind of still.
Yeah, they all decide to go to the pool together, to the local swimming place, the swimming hole. I don't know what the kids call it. Sayuki's trying to get into Takumi's DMs while Takumi is oblivious to it, and or already has a chick of his own. I overlooked that for many reasons. Don't worry. And obviously, you always have your 4 wheels, your 2 wheels, your 2 extra wheels, Itsuki, and whoever the other guy was. I don't remember the other guy's name.
He didn't have a last name. I know that's
just more. Another bum.
Just another.
Well,
it was
we'll
Kenji.
See. Well,
Kenji,
no.
I think.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, it's funny because Kenji never has ever in any official media received a last name.
His name's just Kenji.
His name's literally just Kenji.
You hate to see it, man.
It's very funny.
But at this pool party kind of thing, Mako drops her wallet, and then Iketani looks in it, and he's like, there's Ryosuke Takahashi. Don't tell me this girl likes Ryosuke Takahashi. I can't compete with Ryosuke Takahashi. And he kind of has a little meltdown. Of course, that's typically how crushes work, you know. Just, you don't actually talk to him. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's how it works, right? Right, guys? Right.
Correct.
Anyways,
that's how Crushma works.
It was just wait, what's Crushma?
Crush my balls.
Got him. You got him so good.
Can't believe it. Guys, I retire from the racing scene. It was only 2 seconds in, but I retire. I got crushed from it. Retired. But yeah, Ikitani just gets into his head he's not good enough, and he declined. Well,
I mean, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. Mako says, "Hey, meet me at this hotel at 8:30, and we can maybe, hopefully, you'll be there. I don't know."
And then he doesn't
show
show
up.
up like a fucking moron.
That fucking hurt my soul.
Yeah. And you know whose soul didn't hurt? Yuichi, because Yuichi's like, you idiot.
Yuichi's the GOAT. Yuichi's so good.
Yuichi, the gas owner, says, Ikitani, you boosted animal. She's giving you all the signs. That's just a baby crush she has. She was eyeballing you. She told you everything in confidence. You buffoon. Get over there before I fire your ass. Now.
Yeah, that was the best part.
That was based.
And then it was too late. It was like maybe 10 till 8:30. He didn't make it.
No, because they were supposed to meet at 8.
Mm-hmm.
He got to the gas station at 8:30. Yuichi chews his ass out, and then he gets there far too late, and then he gets depressed.
Sits on the floor
because he got stuck in traffic.
Yeah, really sucks about that.
So funny.
And thus ends the story of Ikitani and Makosato. They don't know. Anyways, after that, we can ignore all that. It's time to race. The Red Suns are making some races. They're racing against the Miyogi Night kids. They win some stuff. But it's all about this guy named Kenta Nakamura. This guy's got he's got a hard-on for the Takahashis. This man's he's on Keisuke. He's like, Keisuke, you're so cool. Aw, man, I wish I could be just like you. Aw, man, you'll never lose,
the
dude.
dick riding on this man's insane.
Yeah, man, his stick shift, man. His dick shift.
Yeah.
But he's racing. He's like, let me go ahead and race. And then he hears about the 8-6. He's like, I will avenge you. I will literally kill this man. I will literally race this man for you.
What a loser.
Yeah, I know.
What a loser.
Get him out of here.
Loser. He's never won a race in his life.
He's got a pizza on his
He
roof.
cannot drift. He cannot drive in the rain. He's a bum.
Sees the 8-6. He instantly says, hey, I'm going to race him. Because I'm a cocky young man. I've been racing in the rain all my life. There's no way this 8-6 who's been driving on the road for the past 4 years has never once had rain.
5 years.
5 years, thank you. Rain doesn't exist for 5 years. I know what rain is. He loses, by the way, badly.
Big surprise.
It was fucked up. It was not even worth 2 episodes. They just kind of threw him in and said, "You're done."
Yeah, exactly. But yep, Kenta loses, and then we finally get the thing we've all been waiting for: Takumi versus
That's it.
Ryosuke.
That's the thing we've been waiting for.
Ryosuke Takahashi. My favorite bit about this is that I don't know if you guys watched till the next time on Initial D.
I always do.
There was a particular episode where, I'll just fill you guys in. He typically interviews characters from the anime. The announcer guy saying oh, how did you feel about this or that? This time he interviews Takumi Fujiwara. He's like, oh, Takumi, it looks like you got some flowers from a special admirer. Is it from Natsuki? He says no. Oh, is it from Sayuki? She was kind of eyeballing you. No. He's like, well, who's it from? It's from Ryosuke Takahashi.
I loved it. I thought it was great. I'm so glad he got flowers from him.
And it's literally just flowers and an issue to challenge to race, and it was the best thing in the world.
That's so cute.
Yeah, I truly, he is so extra.
Yeah.
And it makes me so happy.
It was so good. I thought that was awesome. But it's a week away.
He's so extra.
Takumi's kind of lost in thought because he's also...
Aren't we all?
Yeah, we are. Because he's got a girlfriend. He got a girlfriend. So he's got, he's got priorities. And the lonely drivers don't like that. They're like, he's going to lose us the race. We can't. Where's our boy? It's boys, dude. We need boys. You're a funny guy. Lost in thought. You're a funny man. But yeah, Takumi, he was just, he's just learning. He's starting to discover he kind of likes racing, little by little, and he's just trying to figure his way how to, beat this race. This racer, known as the greatest racer in all of the prefecture, in the area. Yeah. Night of the race happens. It's a really close race. Ryosuke overtakes him, and Takumi is just distraught for a good while. But Obviously, this is called Initial D. It's about a tofu shop car. Pulls through, beats Ryosuke Takahashi, and then, again, thus a new legend was born. The racer that beat Ryosuke Takahashi. And that is the story of Initial D.
First stage.
First stage. Tune in next time when we do stage 2, whenever, I don't know. But yeah, overall pretty good. I like kind of it kind of reminded me of like Monster or Bad Guy of the Week, which was cool. Except, spanned over a couple episodes, but I think it worked really well.
No, I think it definitely worked.
Mm-hmm. All the characters, I like the races, especially with the songs. So I mean what isn't there to love?
The only part that, it did get a little dull was that one guy, but I think that the rain episode made up for it. That was the only part where it kind of dulled down, but for the most part, it kept pushing along, and the show ain't got time to slow down.
Well, it does.
I mean, they do slow down, though. Yeah. They do definitely slow down with all that slice of life, which I do feel, just by virtue of Initial D being the racing show that it is, definitely feels a bit slower and a bit more of a slog, because they don't do as many interesting things as I wish they did with their slice of life. I did like the water park, just because I thought it was funny that Keisuke and Itsuki just like shared a whole day together, and I thought it was very funny to me.
The fucking slide.
Yeah, Kenji.
Yeah, Kenji and Itsuki just fucking loving life together.
I did brush over the slice of life purposefully because I did want to talk about it, and you guys kind of just touched the points I was going to refer to. It is a bit slower, and I feel like they could have done a little bit more with it to make it fit. Because despite them, most of the slice of life stuff kind of delved into just being either dates or kind of just little get-togethers with people from school.
Going to work or being at school.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Okay. Well, because I feel like what they didn't go full force into the actual slice of life. I feel like they did a very surface level job and basically sent it. And I haven't read the manga yet. I plan on doing it after this. But it feels like they didn't put a lot of thought into it. More so just a vehicle to get them to the next race, which I guess is fair. Also, haha, vehicle. But truly, I feel that if they invested a little bit more time into the setting, because I do, once again, I love slice of life. I feel like you can really make it engaging if you put in the effort, and I feel like they did not. They didn't introduce any other classmates. They didn't really focus on any of their school studies. They didn't make any impact of the slice of life scenes beyond just getting to the next race.
I think it also.
So I wish,
I do think it also depends on how the setting was. Most of these races did take place over summer break, which didn't help it at all with the slice of life stuff. Because again, all they could do was not be at school or go to the beach or just do some things off the campus site.
Yeah,
it was really refreshing to have a high school anime where they weren't spending most of their time at the school.
Well, no, but two things. One, I wouldn't call this a high school anime, and
I just mean that like most of the characters are in high school.
Well, yeah. Well, some of them. Most of them aren't actually, because everyone's ragging on him for being in high school. But the one thing that I always feel like people don't understand, even though they definitely should, is that when you're in high school, you spend a lot of time in school.
Yeah, that's true.
So when people complain about anime that are like, damn, there's so much, there's in school too much. I'm like,
where are they gonna be?
As a child and as a student, did you not spend 8 hours a day at school?
It's just refreshing that
it is
that there was one that it started out in the summer break, and they did kind of ease into the school a little bit. We got to see, I think, just a few scenes, but I think that was just enough.
I do definitely appreciate that. They did the bare minimum. Because there's a very big like valley between, doing just enough to serve the story and actually making it a compelling part of the story. There's a big difference distance between those two that it could have fallen
There's
into.
a fucking valley.
Yeah, so I'm very glad that they didn't do that, and they were able to they just said, fuck it, we're going to just show it and tell them that they all just drive.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty well paced overall.
No, yeah.
I-
I would not say that it's a bad time or anything like that, but it is very much something that needs to be
right.
Yeah. developed, I guess.
As somebody who has watched, this is the third time I've rewatched it. I will say there were the bits with the beginning bits with the slice of life stuff did feel like it dragged on too much. At that point, that I've watched it 3 times. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to watch this part anymore.
Yeah. I mean, it's understandable,
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to break it up a little bit, but and at least there is the point that it was moving the plot along.
Yeah.
In
absolutely.
all those instances.
Absolutely. Speaking of the plot, do you guys want to dive into some characters real quick?
Let's do it.
Sure.
All right, Takumi Fujiwara, our boy, our 8-6, our ghost man. That guy, I'd like to drive in his car. I want to sit in the back. I want to pass out like Ikitani. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Yeah.
I like him. I think he's a very fun character, I feel like once again, I sometimes don't really like the Airhead characters because I feel like they can be really overdone and really not engaging. But I feel like he has enough complexity in him that it works out in his favor that he's just a kid, who drives the car and he doesn't realize that what he's been doing and kind of through the influence of his father and the car that he's driving that he's actually developed these skills. So I think it's very fun seeing him kind of realize that. And by the end of it, him enjoying racing more and like him being put in scenarios that are way more difficult in his eyes, than he ever thought he would be put in. So I think it's a fun, while I wish he would have lost, but I feel this is another thing that Pino had we talked about previously off camera, is that he thought that
I thought Takumi lost.
Takumi would lose
with
lost one of these
Ryosuke,
races.
and I don't know why specifically. I thought it was in stage 1, but I could have sworn he lost for some ungodly reason.
Well, I would have liked a loss, but I also understand why they didn't do it in this first stage, because I feel like, at least in my eyes, if he were to be defeated too early, I would think that it would kind of kill the vibe of like racing, for him.
Right.
Just thinking in the character. And I know that he loses in the future because you can't
win them all.
In any good sports related, because this is a sport.
Illegal sport.
In any good, but it's still sport nonetheless. In any good sports anime or manga, you need to lose. There is growth in winning, but not as much in losing. Losing will define a character, and I feel that without the loss in this first act, while I see why they didn't do it, and I think it's probably the right decision, it also kind of lessens a lot of the stakes,
I agree.
I was on my toes. I really thought that he was going to lose that cat and mouse
the last
chase.
race. The cat and mouse chase is fun as hell. That's another thing that we didn't really touch on. The racing types that they went through
there's
over
variety.
the course of this. It's really engaging, actually, based on the rule sets that they used. Like the gum tape deathmatch was very silly. I really hate the name. Well, I love the name, but I think it's such a silly name. But it created, kind of a different level of intrigue in these races that, a straight downhill jam, which was a majority of the races that we had.
Yeah.
With just slight variations, either weather, driver, things like that. I feel like it would have been a lot worse if they didn't make these things and change the stakes a little bit. Yeah. So I'm very happy that was the choice that they made.
I like how technical they get with the cars too. Like they'll
Yeah.
engine type, wheel type, what kind of horsepower they have. I'm just like, at first I didn't understand it. At second, I sort of didn't understand it. I still don't understand it. But it's still
yeah,
engaging.
absolutely
It's
not.
still engaging. The fact.
No, it is. Coming from someone who knows a little bit about vehicles, and so like I kind of could follow pretty quickly. It was really engaging, but then also, as someone who also has like a very base level knowledge, it was well enough that either A, I mean, you don't really care. You don't have to focus on it. You know, like it's not, there's not going to be a test at the end of the anime, but with, specifically Initial D, they will lead you into kind of learning it without spelling it out to you, you know?
Right.
Which I think is very, very cool.
I just like the
I appreciate it.
enthusiasm the characters have for it.
Well, because cars are cool
Yeah.
to a degree.
Cools are
You know,
Cools are cars.
not all cool, but What?
Cools are cars. I was having a bit of a moment. I couldn't think about saying cars are cool with you.
fair enough. But yeah, street racing, cool as hell. They made it really engaging. And once again, that's what you have to do in any good sports anime or manga. You need to make it engaging for every interest level in what you're adapting.
Hell yeah, brother.
And I feel like Initial D really did that super well.
Hell yeah. Anyways, Bunta.
Bunta's so based. Bunta's the best. I love Bunta. He's just a cool guy. There's also a lot of, lore that we haven't hit yet. And
I just like
It
how
happens.
blunt that man is.
he's so cool.
I'm gonna hang up now.
He owns it. Yeah, he's like, is that what you called me for? I'm gonna hang up.
I love how he just barely reacted every time.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah? Oh,
Fuck.
cool.
Fucking Takumi would be like, so, do you know what a gum tape death match is? And Buta's like, did someone challenge you to a gum tape death match? And he's like, shut up, never mind.
It's great. I love Bunta. He's such an interesting character while still being mysterious, you know?
Agreed.
Because you see throughout the course of this anime that he still very much knows about cars, very much is still like knows about that scene. He's adjusting the car for basically every race.
The man
And-
sleeps, breathes, and eats racing.
And it's great. I love it. I think it's so cool. I love that he can do it, you know?
Yeah.
And his eyes are always closed.
Absolutely.
It's great. I'm scrolling through all of these on the Initial D wiki. Shout out to the Initial D wiki, by the way. Every screenshot of him, his eyes are closed. I don't know if he's ever opened his eyes in any official media.
He doesn't need to.
Doesn't need to.
I mean, I get it. He can drive well enough without seeing anything.
He's Brock's
What the hell
cousin,
is-
dude.
What the hell is Initial D Gaiden?
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Oh, it's a Game Boy game. That's great. I'll play that someday on stream. Anyway,
All right, who's next? Let's I'm gonna group these next set of boys together. The Akina Speed Bums, the Akina Speed Stars.
the bums, the bums. They serve the story well. Ikutani's
He's
just
Ikutani.
takes all the
Yeah.
L's. He takes so many L's. I like Kenji most of all.
Kenji's chill.
fun. I know his vibe is so nice.
I mean, Kenji didn't want to race that first time. I was like, that's fair, dude. Like, I wouldn't
I
want to
get
race.
And Kenji with what's his name at the bottom, or not at the bottom, but on the racetrack with the other the dude from it was during the last race. What was the team? The dude from the Night Kids, I think.
Oh, he wasn't with the Night. The guy dude with the Night Kids. You're talking about Shingo and Nakazato, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
We'll talk about that. That was a funny scene.
Shingo, I loved it, but Shingo and Kenji look exactly the
Yeah,
same.
that's unfortunate.
So
Yeah.
don't blame me for that.
You're valid. It's okay. But yeah,
But they serve the story. I think they're fun enough as it is.
they're the most background characters I've ever met.
They are truly the most secondary characters I've ever seen. Like, oh my god. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna group these two together. Also, the Takahashi brothers, both Keisuke and Ryosuke.
They're cool as hell. The Takahashi brothers are dope as hell. I
Absolutely.
love them both. I know that Keisuke shows up more in the future, and I'm so excited for that.
Absolutely. I love how angry
And
he is.
Keisuke is dope. Unsurprisingly, as I watched this, I bought a model kit for the AE
8-6.
86.
Oh, let's go.
And it's great. And so, but then also,
You got his ride, the yellow one?
I want to get the Keisuke one so bad because it's so cool too.
Yeah, man. Oh, that
Better
yellow
make sure
color.
they
I don't know.
didn't.
Well, see, the thing is, I bought the Project D version of the.
Project D.
AE86.
Okay, so that's like stage 4 or 5.
Yeah, that's future. Well, because I did. I'm dying. I did want the volume 1 version, which is just like the one that we see in this in the anime with the tofu shop on the side.
Mm-hmm.
But Keisuke is I'm just gonna buy it. Wait. Which one did I get versus
Did you get the Type
which
R?
one?
Better,
'Cause I want-
you better make sure they didn't sell you an 8.5.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta check under the hood. Gotta make sure that they got double in there. What was it?
Open up the hood.
Yeah, I got the Project D version versus. I don't want to get the Project D Final Battle version. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Keisuke, Angie boy, but Ryosuke is calculating boy.
It's true. He's so extra. He's so extra. It's not even funny. I love it.
He does most of his racing in his
so-
computer.
I mean, fair. Me too, boss. Me too.
He's like, have you played Forza 6 yet?
Have you hit the gritty for Ukraine?
I'm listening. Sipping his tea.
Uh,
So cool. Such a good build up. I think it was a perfect last match.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think both of the brothers really, like the Takahashi brothers, really sell their roles super well. I do really like how Keisuke, while being like the first one beat, still is very much shown as a character who, even though he got beat at the beginning, it's still super capable.
Mhm.
And like is still a racer of his own. So I'm really glad that they showed like him doing that race right before the rain
Absolutely.
and things like that. Because once again, you got to remember these guys are still hauling ass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's great. And then you know how it is.
Let me go ahead and group the
Ryusuke's just based.
Yeah.
Ryusuke's just so good.
Absolutely. I'm gonna group the Miyogi Night Kids together. Now we get to talk about Nakazato and Shingo.
They're fun.
Nakazato's great. Shingo's a shitter.
Shingo is a shitter. Absolutely.
That man literally would have
Man.
committed murder had he not known how to control his car.
I love them both though.
Yeah.
They're both shitters. They're just but they're like good
Yeah.
shitters in my heart.
The bit you were going to talk about was at the end of the race. They're like, hey, Shingo, I don't want you standing so close to me. The people are going to think we're friends or something.
And they're part of the same racing team.
So good.
Yeah, it's so
They
silly.
do it twice.
And they're-
Don't stand
so
close to me. Yeah. The Miyogi Night Kids are fun. They're very fun.
Miyogi Night Kids, I wish we saw more of.
All right. Next guy up who's important is Yuichi Tachibana, gas station owner. Yeah, the gas station guy.
Tachibana.
He's great.
He's great. I love him.
He's funny. He's the perfect funny guy, and he's both the Krillin and the Krillin of this series. Yes, I said Krillin twice. He's just the Krillin. He's cool.
Thank you, Chuck Huber. I want to say it's Huber, by the way,
Mhm.
for doing the voice.
That voice is so
'cause
good.
It's iconic.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's great, and I mean, you heard him in what's it called? He was Android 17, so you know
Mhm.
you know him.
Yeah.
You know him. You love him. He's great though. He's also super good a foil to Bunta.
Mhm.
So I'm really glad that we got kind of like the adults in the show were cool. We didn't get a lot of them.
We got the better Itsuki in Yuichi. Yuichi is the best.
It's true.
All right, let's talk about our ladies in the Sill 8. Was it Sill 80, right? Or no?
Yeah, this is a lady.
Sill 80. Let's talk about those ladies, Sayuki and our girl Mako Sato. Those girls are fun together. They're great.
They're really cool. I just wish. Once again, I wish that they had more of an impact, and I hope they show up later.
Guess what?
Yeah.
Good.
But
They have spin-offs, spin-off OVAs.
thank
What?
God.
Yeah, we got spin-offs.
Well, because I feel like the perspective of two people driving in a car at the same time, one is navigator, one is the driver, is a really fun concept that I feel like I wish they looked into that more, as well as the same thing as just the girls just being girls, whipping ass
Hell
and
yeah.
kicking names.
Hell yeah,
It's
dude.
great.
They're awesome. But yeah, get ready for some Initial D extra stage in the future. Because with
I also love how it's called, how their like team, quote unquote, is Impact Blue.
Impact Blue, yes. They're great. I love them. All right, and then last but not least, I overlooked this character significantly for a couple reasons. But let's talk about Natsuki, the love interest for Takumi. What do you guys think about her?
I mean, she's fine. You know, one's like I feel like it's one of those things that manga created for a majority male audience back in the 90s did not very well develop their women characters specifically for their wants and goals and any more depth beyond, oh, it's boy, I love boy, you know? And so I wish that she, I don't know. I wish that she had more to do. Also, very weird that they introduced the little sugar daddy thing and had no closure over that, because they did it in like the first 5 episodes, and then
They brought it up one other time, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it was just kind of weird, but I feel like they're going to build on that more.
What do you mean? That's her papa, dude. Didn't you hear her calling him papa?
well,
Still a little weird.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Don't worry, they'll definitely build upon it. And I will say, I believe the manga goes into a lot more depth. So when you start reading, Chuck, I do want to hear what you think about the differences. So please keep us posted.
okay. Hopefully, it's not as creepy.
I don't know. I didn't read too deep into it, but there's a level of creep to it. But yeah,
Great.
those are the characters. I don't think there's another segment after this. Or do I want to do the other segment first, or do we want to do our regular segment first?
I think we should do the other segment.
Got you.
first.
Okay.
I feel like it ties in more with what we're talking about first.
Sure. What's the other segment?
What do you have the other
Oh,
segment?
got you.
Do you
No,
want me to
no,
do this?
no.
Do you want me to do the thing as well?
No.
Do you, Pino, this is asking a lot of our first time.
Don't
back.
worry. I'll do it. Don't worry. I got you.
Pino, is
Everybody,
it? Pino.
it's time for a one only segment until we do the other series, of course. It is time for us Sorry, I need water.
Okay.
Please drink real close to the mic.
Yeah, let me hear a glurp. Thank you, noise limiter, for not letting me hear that.
Yeah,
Thank God.
enjoy post.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna shit my pants and cry.
I'll take you to Quiznos. Don't worry.
Oh, thank God. Pino, we better go to Quiznos.
We will. Is there a Quiznos over there?
No, I don't. Is there any Quiznos anywhere?
There used to be a Quiznos
I haven't
where I
seen
lived.
one in a really long time.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, is there a Quiznos?
Guys, Ikitani's not going to be.
There's one in Maryland.
Okay, then we're going here to Quiznos.
No, but it's the wrong side of
You're
Maryland.
gonna have to a cross country trip.
To Quiznos. Oh no.
Well, cross state trip. Yeah, there's one open technically.
We'll do Lido's.
That's
We'll
awful.
do Lido's
Why the
pizza instead.
God, it's
I
Subway
mean, we have Lido's
sucks.
here.
Why is there Subway everywhere but no Quiznos?
Well, go to Jimmy John's.
Go to Jersey
Or
Mike's.
Firehouse. Firehouse is
Firehouse
the best
is-
out of all of them.
I
haven't tried it.
Firehouse is overhyped, I'd say.
No, fuck you.
Regardless.
I like the simplicity of the Jimmels. Anyway, yes, sorry.
You're good. Regardless, it is time for each of the hosts to talk about their 3 favorite Eurobeat songs in this first stage. We're only including the stage. Who wants to go first? Fine, I'll go first.
Go for it.
All right. Mine was kind of easy to do just because I listen to these on the regular. Mine are going to be in a particular order. I'm going to start with my favorite, like all-time favorite is Dancing. It's the one that they...
I want to dance.
I want to... Cool Vibrations. That's the one specifically with Shingo, and they specifically play it like a buttload of times, like 3 or 4 times throughout the series.
Can I ask everyone politely to send the link to their song in the chat so I can listen to it?
Do you want a YouTube link or a Spotify link?
YouTube link's fine.
You.
I'll send it over while Pino's talking because I already have these.
Perfect. So yeah, Dancing. It's honestly the music's so hype. The I love the part where they go 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 go. It's just so good.
I want to dance.
I can drive to that and pass the speed limit forever. Don't tell the cops.
Yeah,
That's my number one.
This is one of those songs. This is one of those songs that I would definitely like. This is one of the ones that are stuck in my brain forever, and
my number.
It's so good.
My number two, because I never stop listening to it, is "Back on the Rocks" by Mega.
Back
Energy
on the
Man.
Rocks is a bang.
The fact that it starts
Man,
like and then it just goes ham. It goes hard. Oh my god, it's perfection. I think. Back on the
Mega
Rocks.
Energy Man.
Mm-hmm.
Mega Energy. Yeah, the fucking also the piano.
Oh my god, you just can't. They're both so hype, and they're both from the Miyagi Night Kids, which is crazy to me.
Miyagi Night Kids are based.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Oh my god.
They don't sell Miyagi Night Kids cars.
Now the last one, the honorable mention is gonna be. I'm gonna tell you right now. It was hard to pick the last one, but the honorable mention is "Blackout" by Overload.
Good
but
one.
it was unfortunately it was beaten out by "Don't Stand So Close." I love that song to
Oh,
death, dude.
it's so
Don't
good.
Stand So
Dr.
Close to
Love.
Me, dude.
Dr. Love go crazy.
God, it's so good. Those 3 songs I can listen on repeat for hours. Not gonna lie.
Don't Stand So Close is so fun. I really enjoy it.
God, but yeah, those are my top 3. What about you guys? Who's next?
I can't believe that I didn't have any crossover. I did have Don't Stand So Close on my honorable mentions list.
Based.
Oh, you were cutting out.
What? Is it it's probably the freaking limiter on thing. It'll be fine in the recording.
Right, yeah.
Edit that.
Yeah.
Let me fix that for you.
Go ahead. Go ahead, son. Preach it.
I'm gonna fix it. Now you can hear me all the time.
Yay.
So I have mine, I guess, are more in the list of I guess mainstream versus into kind of the more, I wouldn't say obscure, but like the lesser known to the general population.
Mm-hmm.
So first, of course, it's gotta be "Don't Stop the Music."
Yes.
It's
Don't
a
stop
fucking
the
banger.
Yes.
Dude,
It's
dances
like-
like a fight. You could show
Well, because
stop
like same thing
the
with like
music
Space Boy, Running in the 90s, No Sleep in Tokyo. Like No One Sleep in Tokyo. They're all so hype, and I wanted to only pick one of these that are like very quickly in your face. But come on, man,
Dude.
watching 3D cars drift to "Don't Stop the Music," it goes so hard.
Absolutely.
It's so good.
Shout out to Lou Grant.
I love it. Shout outs to Lou. I guess my next one then, if we don't have anything else to say,
It's a good song. Can't say anything else.
is "Night and Day."
Night and Day.
Night and
Yo.
Day, I think, is super underrated. It's so funky, and
Dude, I feel empty.
and then
lonely.
the chorus hits in. It is such a fun song. I don't know. All these, I'm just gonna be like, they're great. Listen to the music. I'll put together a Spotify playlist of the of our top songs. So there'll be a playlist of 9.
Nice.
And then Running in the 90s, because I feel like no one's gonna put it on our list because
If I can make a suggestion.
What's up?
For the public like I have a playlist of just all the Eurobeat songs I like. It's the image is sending, so it'll take a while, but if you want to, you can use this image. I'll send it to you. But yeah,
I might use one of my custom made
Got
images
you.
as well.
but once it loads, I
But
hope you
finally, I'm gonna laugh a lot, but my final one is "Burning Up for
Ooh,
You"
yes.
by Sarah. It is. It is.
That one was almost on my list.
I cannot believe, like, I forgot about this until I was listening to all the music again. But it's also so different than like most of like the main, with the female vocals,
Yeah.
and it works so well. But I think this is the most underrated Eurobeat
I
track
agree.
out
This
of
is so good.
stage one.
That's in the ones that I've listened to more than
I want something.
a lot.
It's great though. Please listen. If you haven't listened to any of these, please listen to this one. I love it. To high
It's
heaven.
so good. Oh my god. I can't believe I overlooked this. Oh.
I cannot believe it either. I was so surprised that none of my top 3 were on at least your list, Pino. I don't know about Garb's.
Yeah, I'm
but
surprised
Garb,
there's
it
not a
does know
lot of
you.
overlap here.
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm jamming, dude.
I'm this is the thing about recording this podcast is like whenever we talk about the openings or music, and then for the rest of the podcast, I want you to know that I am always listening to music during this recording. Like,
Fuck you do that.
It's because I have ADHD.
Fair.
I have
is awesome,
I have
dude.
mental illnesses. But it's great. I love Burning Up for You. You go, Garb. Now.
Go ahead, Garb.
So dancing also on my list.
Let's go.
It has to be. I did disqualify the 3 songs that I was already familiar with, just to make it easier for me to pick things. Otherwise, it just would have been too hard.
Tell me what you were familiar with, brother. Nobody else knows.
No One Sleep in Tokyo.
Bass?
Yep.
Don't Stop the Music. And of course, Running in the 90s.
Absolutely.
Oh, wait. I need to see if this one has eluded all of us, but you go.
Yeah.
You finish up.
Dude,
So-
Don't Stop the Music's really good.
Yeah, those are
so
great,
good.
but I
I
was
picked it
already
for a
familiar
reason.
with them. I wanted to pick some of the songs I hadn't heard before. I wanted to highlight them. So dancing, obviously, Love and Money.
Love and Money.
Really grew on.
That one's good.
It
Love
really
Money's
grew
good.
on me. I'm really rating
Send
these
it.
by how much these were stuck in my head, because I listened to this playlist over and over again, trying to deliberate on, okay, I got to pick 3 out of these. We got to listen to this shit over and over. Let's go.
Love and Money from Zaza.
Dude,
by the
Zaza.
way.
Yeah.
Banger.
Yeah, this shit.
Money.
It's so good. My last song, it was really hard for me to pick. Chuck, I'm really glad that you picked Burning Up for You, because that was one of my possible picks. But the song that I think I will end up going with.
Come on, pick
when
it.
I can
Come on.
I have to find. I'm trying to find the title.
No, I was like, are you picking now?
No,
But no.
I have it in my head. I just can't remember.
He's going to pick Boom Boom Japan.
title. No, that
Boom
one.
Boom
That
Japan,
one
a
is
classic.
really good though. No, it was "I Need Your Love."
I Need Your Love is very good.
Ooh, yes.
What's the? I can't see it. I can't find it on my playlist. Is that the title of it?
Yeah, I Need Your Love. Cause I need your
Yeah, by
love.
Dave
'Cause
Simon.
I'm on fire. That one.
Oh, I'm just blind. Go figure.
Happens to the
I
best of us.
need your love, body. I go crazy.
Thinking about you.
About
Yeah,
you.
dude. Oh
I
my
need
god.
your love, 'cause I'm on fire.
Dude, I overlooked this one so hard, and I listen to this all
That's
the
a
time
good
too.
one. You know what I'm very surprised that no one touched on? Fucking Space Boy. Space Boy is iconic.
Boy's
I thought you were gonna pick it.
Yeah,
I almost did, but I thought someone else would.
Initial D.
But now we can talk about it because I love Space Boy. Space Boy, I think, while running in the 90s, probably, or Gas was like my introduction. Space Boy, I think, is like the one that, like, if you told me, like, what is the quintessential Eurobeat song, it is Space Boy.
Space Boy is the
Like-
one it opened up with, of course.
Yeah.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's so good. Oh, it's so good. It's fucked up.
I also
Anyway,
I want to highlight "Be My Babe"
I just
as
hit
well.
play on that right now.
Yeah, dude. Be my baby. Be my baby.
Dude, it's so good.
Also, Get Me Power.
Get me
Yes.
power. Get me higher.
Yeah.
God.
Now it's just
Guys-
we've gotten to the part of the podcast where we just name
Guys,
songs.
I lied to you. It's all the songs. All the songs are good. I don't know why I asked you to do
Well,
this.
they are true. I truly would recommend look up. Well, first I would recommend watch the show.
yeah.
We haven't gotten to rankings yet. God, I haven't thought about my rankings yet. Good thing I remembered though, because we would probably forget to actually rate
Oh,
them.
yeah.
But truly watch the show. But also, if you do not want to watch the show, which is fine, I will. Fair enough, I guess. But goddamn, man, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
So please listen to it.
Absolutely. Oh, man. That was fun. Good thing there's no other segment after this.
Good thing there's never ever been another
Never.
segment that
It's the 90s. We
that
don't have
we've
that
been known
segment.
for. It's true. This was before I was born. There's nothing ever I've been doing.
Yeah.
Not even once.
No, not even the one.
We're definitely not.
Welcome to the 105th edition of Who's the Best Girl, the part of the podcast where each contestant put forward their choice for Best Girl of the episode and duke it out for title of Best Girl. Today our contestants once again Pino, Garb, myself, and the Patreon. Who each advocating for?
Ooh, I'll start Ryosuke Takahashi.
I lied when I told you my best girl earlier. I'm picking Yuichi Tachibana.
Look at you.
Ooh.
How'd you lie
Guys,
to me?
it's Bunta baby.
Bunta baby.
It's Bunta baby. It's Bunta,
Bunta,
and
baby?
also it's Bunta baby. Also the Patreon I think picked
They pick
Itsuki
because they said yeah.
which I can't wait to slam that.
I'll
Anyway.
defend. Do you want me to defend it or?
Oh, well, I'm not going to defend him.
I
That's for
gotcha.
damn
Let me
sure.
start with Itsuki then. Itsuki,
Yeah.
man, this guy made it. He made it into the racing scene with his 8.5. By the way, his 8.5. This man went on 2 dates. Count them, 2 dates. Survived a car crash, and he gasses up his friends all the time, dude. Gassing up Takumi, gassing up Ikutani, and you know what? Sometimes he's a fountain of wisdom. I am overlooking the fact that he said women can't drive.
He's
I don't know if
Let
he's
me-
a fountain of wisdom, more like an occasional spurt.
Yeah, but he's got good intentions.
Guys,
That guy's got
he
good
is-
intentions, man. He's just a kid.
he's a bum. He
He's-
can't drive as
He's
well.
a bum in the making.
He's got he's got the weird mouth most of the time.
He's doing his best, okay?
He just
doesn't have
causes
the
trouble
natural
for
talent.
Takumi.
He has to actually practice.
It wasn't natural talent. He practiced for 5 years. What are you talking? He didn't just fucking come out of the vagina driving cars.
Came
I
out
think he
smoking
might
a
have,
cigarette.
actually.
He might have been smoking a cigarette, but I don't think he was driving a
How
car.
did that get in there?
Itsuki also gets no bitches.
He got 2, but he lost them.
He lost them both, so he gets none. It's a net zero, my man.
Dang. It'd be like that though.
Nothing.
I mean, hey man, you win some, you lose some.
I don't like him.
He's
I don't
all right.
like him.
But you know who we do like
He's not.
though? We like
Who do
Ryosuke
we like?
Takahashi. What is there?
I do like Ryosuke.
What is there not to
Takahashi.
like about a man who sits behind his computer and studies? Am I right?
He's just like
Just
me.
like me, for real. That man,
For real.
that driving, this man beat everybody in his prefecture. Everybody. He's unstoppable, unbeatable, and he's rich. He's rich.
and his dislike is stupid women with melon breath.
He truly is an alpha male.
According to quite literally
wiki.
his page in the
Oh
manga.
my god.
Oh, that
It
was in the
states-
manga?
This is in the official translation of the manga.
Stupid women with melon breath.
Hey, he's got other things to think about. They're in the way. No aerodynamic. Not aerodynamic.
I think he's very funny. I like him a lot. I like how he drives. I think his car is not as cool, but that's
Aw,
okay.
Dude, you haven't seen anything yet, my friend. You haven't seen.
Damn,
it.
he's
With the
tall.
Mazda?
Yeah, he's tall.
He is. He's just like me, but
Yeah.
shorter. He's 6 foot. He's not even that tall.
That's... shut the fuck up.
Guys, we're back into insulting heights on the podcast.
Absolutely. You Alolan Egoraptor, you. Anyways, somebody tell me about their best grill before I scream.
Oh, man. You know, Yuichi, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He is a
Threatens
good
to
dude.
fire his employees only whenever they need to go chase the girl.
Yeah.
And he let him take a day off to go to the beach and just have a day. He was like, "No, take the day. It's fine. You guys are young. Go for it." And they were watching I think it was actually they were watching a video of Ryusuke and they were like, "Oh, sorry, we'll turn it off." And he's like, "No, I want to see."
He's
You
cool.
know, he's a good manager. He's a good dude. He's a good friend. And he was really funny whenever he was hiding in that fake bush or whatever.
Oh,
Whenever
yeah.
It's so funny.
I can't believe I'm seeing this. Bunta, do you even care? No, stop calling me.
No. But did you hear your boy won?
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging up now. The one thing that I have against Yuichi is that his secret on his profile is that he was not a very good driver and he was never fast.
No, you can't just out the boy like that.
Which is so funny. Which is so funny to
Just
me.
put him on the spot. How dare you?
He was not a good driver and he was not fast, which is fucked up. He surely just said
Was he at
not
least
fast.
good at drifting?
No.
No,
Wow.
he was not fast.
It's okay. At least he owns his own business now.
It's true he does. He's a small business owner. Good for
Bruh.
him.
Huh.
Guys, you know who's the best though?
This guy.
That's Bunta baby.
Bunta baby.
Because you know why?
You tell me.
Because Bunta's fast. He's cool as hell, and I love him a lot. And also his special skill. His special skill is that he is able to drift while he's asleep.
If he can drift while smoking, yeah, of course he can drift while sleeping. There's no reason he wouldn't be able to. That's awesome.
He doesn't even need his hands on the wheel.
Do you see his dislikes?
It's great.
He dislikes tofu.
he doesn't like tofu.
He owns a tofu shop.
Well, because it's those are the chains that hold him down from racing, but he has to have a life.
Deep.
See, he's a very complex character as well.
Yeah, very complex.
Also, funny fun fact is that in the Initial D arcade stage 3 games and the later games in the Initial D series, Bunta is never seen smoking at any
Oh
point.
wow.
Due to the fact to probably keep the age rating lower.
True.
But before that, he smoked. He smoked them all.
Smoked them all.
That's funny because I think even in some Pokemon sprites, in the American release, they would censor some of the cigarettes out, but there were some. In the
You're
original.
not
That's
allowed
funny.
to smoke. Yeah, but anyway, I do love Bunta a lot. I think he's super fun. He's great. It's a good time.
Awesome.
Now stop calling me.
Now stop calling
Now,
me. I'm hanging up now.
Now, if you think we're all right, because we are, just let us know. Or if you think we're wrong, tell us who your best grill is. Again, you can send that almost anywhere. But if you send it anywhere, they probably
You could send it to a lot of places. We won't get
exactly.
it.
See, we won't get it, but you can send it anywhere. No, you can send it to our email. You want to know what that is? You want to know what our email is? I'm stalling for time.
Pino, what is the
stalling
email?
for time? Our email is funkyAnimePodcast@gmail.com. Or the cooler, contact@funkyAnimePodcast.com. And if you have a suggestion, Medica, right? Is it just Medica or Medica?
Yeah,
Just
Medica
Medica.
At Funky
funkyAnimePodcast.com.
Right. By the way,
Guys,
Yeah.
we do have
Okay.
some. We do have two. Okay, we got two emails. First one from Alex. Thank you, Alex. It's titled Podcast Participation. Who would you say carries the podcast harder, Wiki-chan or Charlie Sama? I love Charlie with all my heart. I think he's great.
But Wiki-san,
It's the wiki.
is
The
a
wiki.
fucking
Dude.
lifesaver.
The wiki would have never, without the wiki, I would have never known
Melon
that
Breast.
Bunta hates tofu and he can drift while he's asleep. So
Chas the Wiki-chan.
I shout out to
The
Wiki-chan.
Wiki.
truly.
We just-
Wiki Tiki
the secret
now.
is that Charlie is the one showing us these wiki posts.
Yeah, it's true. Charlie actually writes every wiki. He's actually the wiki admin. That's it. He actually works for fandom, and so he actually oversees every single wiki that's ever been created.
Just
so you know.
to the Guck.
Shoutouts to the Guck.
Oh,
All right.
thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
Thank you, Alex. Give me one moment. I want to make sure that. Okay. Guys, the other one. Do you want to know the other one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. It is called Trope Talk from Brady. Thank you, Brady. Their email says, "What are some of your favorite and least favorite tropes in anime/manga?"
Favorite and least favorite? Oh.
Least favorite, pervert. Don't be a pervert. It's fucked up. It's not funny. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's
no,
a good one.
It's awful.
It's a little overplayed. Actually, a lot overplayed.
It's just not. No, it's just not good.
I'm trying to think of a different one though. Something that.
I mean, you don't have to. You could say pervert.
Yeah, but I there's a lot I don't like.
Yeah?
I just can't think of any at the moment. A trope that I really don't.
There's a lot of tropes. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of bad ones.
There's a lot of bad ones.
Time
Can I
travel.
just say Shinji?
fucking, what's it called? You're forgetting about things. Amnesia. Amnesia sucks.
Amnesia's a big one. Yeah.
He's just the worst.
I feel like Pandora opening her box.
Pandora, yeah.
That's not Amnesia.
Oh, I hate.
Felt like Amnesia to me.
Yeah. I always root for the underdog.
Oh, Pino, I know what you like.
What I like?
Yeah.
What do I like?
Childhood friends.
Yeah, that depends. I've kind of outgrown them, I guess.
Have you?
I never had a childhood friend to begin with. Maybe that's why I'm coping.
Cope.
Seethe. I don't really. Yeah, you guys hit the nail on the mark. I would say time travel, like anything that has to do with time, it's just like you can mess that up pretty easy, and it just gets old when it's just they're all done poorly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just not fun. Yeah, that's about it.
I've got some good ones.
Ooh, what I do like, Found Family. Found Family, so good.
Found Family's excellent.
Found Family.
I'm a big fan of edgy characters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like Sasuke.
I like morally gray main characters.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Like anti-heroes specifically. And also one last one is protagonist and antagonist teaming up.
Yes.
That's that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good. That's all. I think that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, and jailbreaks. Jailbreaks are great.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
jailbreaks.
Love a
That's
good
not a
jailbreak.
trope. But jailbreaks are just awesome. Also, hey,
Yeah.
Pino. Fuck you! It's another segment of
Let's
Fuck You,
know.
Pino,
Let's
season
go!
5. It's been so long. This is the section of the show where you send us things
What?
with the Fuck You, Pino. And so what I do is I give him one descriptor each time of the anime character that you send to me. And Pino has to guess every
Dude,
time. Garb can guess at any time.
I never lose.
But Pino's never lost,
Never.
actually. He's undefeated.
Lost.
Just like Takumi in stage 1.
Okay. First, this is from an anime.
Really?
No way, dude.
I
I
never
can't.
would have guessed.
Wow, it's almost like
You gotta guess,
It's almost
Pino.
like we run a anime puck. What is it, like Nagatoro?
No, it's not
Oh,
Nagatoro. Number 2. This character can fly.
I see. This character can fly. Is this? Let's see. Who characters that can fly? Is this Astro Boy?
It is not
Ooh,
Astro
wow.
Boy, loser.
Wow.
Third one.
Tell us
This-
about how they're flying.
This character. No, I'm not going to tell him
Fine.
that. This
tried,
character
It's okay.
was introduced as a villain.
They can fly and introduced as a villain. Oh, dude, it's
Mhm.
Dr. Eggman.
It's not Dr.
Eggman.
Eggman.
Dr. Eggman is from an anime.
Yeah, the Sonic the Animated Series.
He's been in anime.
Yeah.
It's true, but he didn't start in it.
Well, I mean, most things are started in manga.
Sonic manga.
It's not Sonic. Next one. This character is now a good guy.
Oh, is it Hawks from My Hero? He's not
No.
really a bad guy, though. Oh, dang.
No, he's also a good father.
I know who it is.
A guy who can fly, who's a villain.
His hair's probably black.
Goku?
You fucker.
Not Goku.
Bajingus?
No, you need to let me say something before you guess again. Garb can guess at any time. You have one question per
Damn.
guess. This guy is green.
He's green? What?
Yes.
Why did you say he had black hair,
wrong.
Garb? Jeez, you just...
I didn't.
Yes,
I was
Garb.
wrong.
You
I
were
thought it
wrong.
was Vegeta.
He's green. This is the
It's
easiest
Yoda,
thing.
dude.
It's obvious.
It's obvious.
Yoda.
No.
It's not
Piccolo,
Yoda.
Dude, it's Piccolo.
It is Piccolo. Congratulations,
Dude, guys, guess
Pino.
what?
He's never lost.
First try.
First try, always.
You can't win.
Congrats.
You can't beat me.
Okay. That's it. Email us at funkyanimePodcast@gmail.com or at contact@funkyanimetpodcast.com to tell us what we do.
Ratings.
Anyway. Well, first we got to... is there any overall things we want to talk about in miscellaneous?
Ikitani getting in that accident, not real. Filler.
No!
Filler, 100%
Also,
filler.
the first girl that... what's his nuts? Ikitani? Is that
Which
his name?
one? Itsuki?
No, Itsuki. Itsuki, first girlfriend, not real.
All filler. Filler.
So even a bigger
Yeah.
L. He had to get a girlfriend in filler. L.
Couldn't even get one in real life.
Okay.
Shame.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I had to say.
Not really trivia, but they do have Initial D Legend movies, which is just, the stage is shortened down.
They look bad.
They look bad, no Eurobeat.
I don't like... I know, that's what I'm saying. It looks bad.
They look bad.
L.
Looks bad. No Euro.
Actually, they look kind of dreamy.
I mean-
not gonna lie.
No, they look off, but they're not ugly.
Look at how Angie.
They need to be ugly.
Look how Angie.
No, but they...
Look how Angie. K-Skate looks. Hold on, where is he? There he is. Angie.
No, but they look awful. But
Angry.
I don't like it. They look too sexy.
Yeah, and your point.
Like they look like generic anime characters.
Sure.
Now. It's upsetting. Oh, I didn't mean to say your name. Oops.
He's about to verbally abuse me.
No, but they just look like generic anime characters. It removes all the character, even though I hate like the lips sometimes, but like that makes it initial, you know?
The back of Itsuki's head looks stupid.
Yeah, he looks awful. He looks normal.
Yeah.
It's
And I
wrong.
hate it.
He looks normal.
Yeah, why is he supposed to look like that? Anyway,
Whoa, he looks
that's
like a
it.
person.
Don't watch those.
What the
Don't watch
your
those.
kids watch them.
Don't let your... Just show him this. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Just, a little bit of misogyny, and that's about it.
And don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke, kids.
Yeah.
Anyway, ratings. Who wants to first?
I'll go
rate?
first.
This is an easy one.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Pino.
4.5. Very, very, very
Yay.
solid. The only reason I didn't give it a 5 is because there's other parts I like more.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Garb, are you gonna give it a 5?
I really thought about it. But I also kind of thought that, it may get better from here. So I'm still going to rate it pretty high. I'm going to rate it a 4.7.
Okay.
Damn.
That's higher than me.
4.7.
I really like this. I was engaged the whole time.
Very good, very good.
It was very fun.
I would watch several episodes at a time, and whenever I stopped, it was at a good spot, but I was like, man, I'm ready for tomorrow.
Yeah,
some more
let me get another.
Another one.
Okay, not bad, not
Good
bad.
time.
Awesome.
4.5.
Very nice.
It's very fun, very engaging. I would highly recommend it to basically anyone. There are some of the lulls that we talked about. There's some issues with it not aging particularly finely. In some regards, like some misogyny. But Otherwise, I think even though that the dumb cars look very silly, I think it's great.
They're
I love how they
endearing.
look.
Is what?
Oh, they're so endearing. Absolutely. But yes, I would recommend basically anyone to watch this. It's super fun.
They're integral.
Eurobeat slaps. It's great. It is integral. You're so right. You're so right for that. Hey, Grundle.
Yeah.
What are we watching next week?
Oh, next time we're gonna fix a mistake because there was a time. There was this is a series that we're already familiar with that has had a couple different anime adaptations, and we watched one of the versions that it was nice to just chill and watch some movies, but it's time to get to the real deal.
The real deal? What are you talking about?
The 1997 Berserk animated series.
Ooh.
I'm hype. I'm so hyped to watch this.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
And
Dr. Miura.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
rest in peace.
This one's to you, man.
This one is to you. I'm very excited to go back into the world of Berserk.
Dang, how many episodes is
Hell
it?
yeah. I think it's 26.
26. Dang.
Yeah, I don't think it's super
Okay, is it
long.
dubbed, by the way?
Yeah, it's dubbed.
Okay, now we're talking. Okay, this is going to be cool.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. And this one, from what I recall watching it before, it deviates a little bit from the manga, but I didn't mind. I'm like, this is more Berserk. Fuck it, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's 25 episodes.
Awesome. I'm down.
Cool.
I'm hype. I love Berserk.
Take it away, fellas.
All right, everybody. Well, we've all been arrested, and now we're all in trial. The guy...
No!
The guy...
I saw it on TV!
I'm your announcer and your judge.
No!
The one who ran over the...
retrial.
The one who ran over the ice cream truck driver, well, that's Chuck.
Hey, he was in the road. He was in the he was in that, like, on the road where they have all those white lines like one after another. He was standing right there.
I guess you could say he's bunny tracks.
And the one who's now fined for that bad pun, well, that's Garb.
Woohoo! Extra fees.
Man.
Jury, you guys are with me, right?
No. The death penalty for this man, please.
This has been the Funky Anime Podcast with Initial D. We'll see you next time. And tell your mom you love her. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.